Hey you guys, it is 11:16 p.m. on Wednesday, September 25th, 2019, and in this video I'm going to do a full face of Wet n Wild. If you have not seen by the title, that's what I'm doing. I finally got the concealer, and I guess you can say that's an eyeshadow palette slash highlighter, but however, whatever it is, I'm going to use it. I think I'm going to use it for eyeshadow. So as we usually do, I start with concealer. And my shade of the concealer is Light Ivory. And the foundation is close. It is Shell Ivory. They're not exactly the same color, but that's fine. You always have to have the same color foundation and concealer. And honestly, I've never used Wet n Wild's concealer before because when I started using concealer, my mom actually bought me CoverGirl and L'Oreal concealer. So this is sort of like my first time using it, and I'm not sure. I've heard mixed opinions about it. I've heard people love it, and I've heard people that don't like it. And I'm just using like a contour blush. It's super easy for me to use this tip to blend my concealer and this end for the foundation, so I just use it for that, and I'll probably get a new one of these. These are available in TJ Maxx. I can't remember what brand they're by, but they have this little icon on them right there, and it says Duo. So you should not be able to miss it. Sorry, I'm trying to refocus it. Sometimes my phone will focus on the craziest things. And I'm not using my phone. This is my phone right now. This is my iPod phone. It's an iPhone, but I don't use it for calling. I use it for Wi-Fi and stuff and music. Because I just really felt that if I took my XR outside and dropped it or something, I would probably never forgive myself because I love this XR. I know it sounds crazy, but a lot of people are like that. A lot of people always have that dumb thing that means something to them. That was not intentional, by the way, but we're going to have to do with it. This foundation is super liquidy. Wow. Makes me happy I wore my apron today. If you're a beginner makeup artist, you don't really need concealer. Or if you want concealer, you can just apply it with your fingertips, a little sponge, a little brush, however you're comfortable doing it. I'm comfortable doing it with my brush or a little sponge if I have one. Well, I do have one, but I don't have it handy. I do need my mirror for this, so give me a second. And it doesn't really matter what brand of makeup you use if you're just now starting to wear makeup. This is basically the same principles. This is just one of the cheapest ones you can get. And this is not all I've got. If you're new to my channel, you really need to subscribe because I have older videos on here of my case, and I'm not trying to brag or anything, but it is a huge case, so I've got quite a bit of stuff. Man, I didn't get enough on my nose, so I have to put a little bit on my nose here in a minute. Well, I'm so far impressed with that concealer. Of course, I haven't worn it all day, so I'm not sure my real opinion on it yet. We'll find out later at the end of the day. Actually, I got enough on my nose now. I just had to blend it with my brush, which I think will put you on a focus. Also, I meant to say, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe and like and comment unless you have a mean comment, and then just keep it to yourself. And also, please note, I do have astigmatism, so it's worse in this eye, so when I had to do something for this eye, I had to use the mirror, but for the most part, with this eye, I can do it in the phone. So I always try to make sure I do the left side of my face first, because I have to hold the mirror up like this. And I don't really like to, but I need to. So I'm just making sure my foundation is blended. I might need to put something right there because there is still a little too much showing right there. My kitty cat's acting crazy, sorry. I don't normally do this, but when I have a spot on my face like that, I try to conceal it as much as possible, so I am going to reuse the concealer. Kitty cat, what are you doing? Will you stop? She's trying to climb up there to my spare Xbox. Well, that didn't do hardly anything for it. It's alright, I guess. It'll be covered up by blush. And I just now noticed that spot on my face like yesterday or the day before, and I don't know what it is, so I'm just gonna wait for it to naturally go away if it does. If not, I will be going to a doctor. And I don't have a dermatologist near me, so it probably won't be a dermatologist. It'll probably have to be a regular doctor. What are you doing? Hold on a minute. That's for being bad. She's scratching the side of my couch. I don't like spraying her, and I don't like being mean to her on camera, but she was being a little brat. So I got my 3 typical eyeshadow brushes here, and I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this. I guess I have an idea of what I'm going to do with it, because I don't think this would look good as a highlighter, personally. So I'm going to take, like, this little, hold on a second, this little brush here, and I think maybe maybe this purple color at the bottom. I'm just going to use that for my eyes today, because I've never used this one before either. I've seen it in the store a million times, but I finally got to buy one last night. And if you're a beginner makeup artist, this is like how you do it. You start with the darkest color, go to the medium color for the crease, and the light color for your lid, and just work your way up. That's how I learned how to do makeup. When I was a kid, I was given only 2 options, like for eyeshadow, and I'll show you one of them here in a minute. I don't have the other one because they unfortunately were sold out of it when I wanted it. But when I don't want it, they have it in stores. It doesn't make sense, so maybe I should just get it one day when I don't want it. I know that doesn't make any sense, but you know. Okay, so that doesn't look too bad. It's not real noticeable, but it doesn't look too bad either. Now I'm going to take this brush right here. A brush like this is perfect for your crease. And I'm going to use the orange color, like right under the pink color. I'm going to try and only leave it in there. I might have hit the yellow color. Or maybe the yellow, or maybe the orange is yellow, I'm sorry. Okay, so that's showing up as a light orange, but not real orange. Sorry, my voice is cracking. I have not had to take a drink of anything yet today except water. Sorry, I'm just trying to look at it up close. And what I did was I just did this in the crease. And now for the lid, I'm taking a brush, not that one, this brush right here, and I'm going to use the pink color at the very top, and I'm going to do this. Look how pigmented that is, man. Never expected this to be that pigmented. But it would not be a great highlighter, I don't think, personally. I mean, unless you're into those, like, bold colors where I'm not. Actually, I am. I just don't think it would look good on my cheeks, personally. Now, I think it's a great eyeshadow palette. But I think they should just, like, separate the eyeshadows in little trays. We might give it a try as a highlighter. I'm afraid of the outcome, honestly, because it's all different colors. Sorry, I'm done. No, this is what I was doing here. So, I know this was like a horrible beginner makeup tutorial because I can't see what I'm doing. And, there's something I forgot to grab out of the... Really? Sorry. Today I want to try out this Wet n Wild eyeliner I have. I used it one time. It is the Wet n Wild Mega Last... I think it's waterproof. Retractable eyeliner. It says on the box. It said on the box when I got it was waterproof. And it is a crayon one like I like, so we're just gonna get right into it. Sorry if this looks creepy. I'm trying to get a little bit more out of it. Sorry, my cat's acting like a maniac. Will you stop it? I don't mean to be mean to her, but I hate when she does this. You'll be fine for a minute. I'll love on you here in a minute, baby. That's what she wants. Usually she acts like a maniac when she wants loved on, and she gets mad when I turn on the camera. But she can get over it for now. Now I'm digging out my blush and my mascara. I'm going to start with the mascara because I have to let it dry. Otherwise, if I don't, it will actually run. Okay. Sorry about that. And for the mascara, I'm using the Wet n Wild Mega Length Waterproof Mascara. It's in different color tubes all around the world. I could only find this one here in the purple color. Ouch. Sorry about that. So I'm going to do this side in my mirror, as I always do the mascara this way. One thing I don't like about these little wands right here is how pointy they are, and they can really hurt your eyes. And a few of the high-end brands that I use also have them. I'm not too fond of that personally. I'm not bashing them. They're like great for working your magic But I definitely wouldn't suggest it for, like, going from the base of your eyelashes to the top. Either that or it's because I can't see what I'm doing very well, like I said, and it just hurts. Obviously it hurts when you hit your eye with anything, but it does hurt in this case. Let me actually wipe off this tube before I put it up. So I'm done with the mascara for now. But I was pretty impressed with this, actually. I mean, it did hold up really good for like a cheap mascara, and it didn't run as bad as the L'Oreal one did. And I'm not bashing L'Oreal, I'm just saying I remember why I quit using it. I'm not saying anything bad about it. I still have it, and I'm probably gonna keep it in like as a backup. So now we're gonna use my blush here, and the color is Pearlescent Pink. Sorry, this has become a little bit longer than usual, but I'm trying to do two things. I'm trying to do a full face of Wet n Wild, and also a beginner makeup tutorial. If you're a beginner, odds are you have this kit or a kit similar to it. Okay, it didn't turn out too bad on either side. It may look a little bit darker on this side because that's where the light is. Sorry. But it didn't turn out that bad. And I keep all my Wet n Wild stuff in here, all the stuff that'll fit, because I like to walk down memory lane once in a while, and I like to look at this. Because this, like I said, was one of the very first makeup brands I ever owned as a kid. If you did not know that, you do now. But I've never in my life owned this, because I don't think they had it out then. I could be wrong, because my Walmart where I lived in South Carolina actually was sold out of everything when I wanted it. And I'm going to give it a try as a highlighter. I'm just going to see what it does. Let me actually grab my mirror again. Okay, so it's like, for a highlighter, it's like a translucent highlighter of sorts. Okay, so let me try the other side. I might have to retouch up this side's eyeliner because it looks like I didn't do too well on that side. I'm sorry. It actually does not look that bad. I actually thought it would be like so pigmented that it turned out horrible. I actually like this rainbow color thing, so when I run out of it, I'll definitely get a new one. It is the Wet n Wild Color Icon eyeshadow, but it says on the front it's a highlighter, rainbow highlighter, so it doesn't make sense. Because this is what the back says. Sorry, I tried to tear as much off of the security label as I could. It says eyeshadow and then it says highlighter, so maybe it doubles as both. But since it's not my really... okay, it's my first time owning it. I'm sorry I got tongue-tied there. I'm just gonna put it in here. I plan on getting a bigger case for all the first-time owned makeup. Oh yeah, I forgot to dig these out. Come on. I used to own a crap ton of Wet n Wild, but I've never owned one of their highlighters before. Well, yeah, I'm just going to show you. I had this eyeshadow palette as a kid. It is the Color Icon eyeshadow quad. And its name is sweet as candy. Okay. Now, the first two lip products I ever owned were the Wet n Wild Pretty Pink Sinless. It's called Sinless lip color, and this was like the one with color I owned. And the first clear lip gloss I ever owned was just the one called Crystal Clear. It's literally called Crystal Clear at the bottom. I don't know if you can see that well. But if not, I'll just like put it down here if I can. Since we already used this one last week, I'm going to use this one because I just bought it again last night. And it's not going to show up very well. It is going to make my lips shiny, obviously. And I love their lip gloss collection. Now, I think they make liquid lipsticks now, which I'm also into those now. But I think I like the lip gloss from Wet n Wild because they're affordable and they have quite a bit of shade ranges. And now before I go, I'm going to go ahead and touch up that eye liner on this side because it looks like it did come undone. Sorry, that would have been horrible if I wouldn't have done this. And you can get Wet n Wild at almost any drugstore, any Walmart, you know, some Dollar Generals carry it. And that's where I actually bought the clear lip gloss at last night because I couldn't find it in Walmart. They usually do have it, so I'm not saying they don't have it, but for some reason my Walmart hasn't been carrying a lot of the products I've been wanting to use. But they carry the foundation, which this is not my exact shade, but it is pretty close. And right now it suits me perfectly, the Shell Ivory, because I'm very tan. I probably should have shooken this up before I used it, but it doesn't say you have to shake it up. I don't think you might be able to read the back and find out. I'm putting this up as I go. And I just put everything else in here so I can just lay it in the bottom of my case. Hope you enjoyed my tutorial. That is my take on the full face of Wet n Wild, and also it is pretty good for beginner makeup artists. Also, I don't think I'm going to fight with inserting words in for that Crystal Clear lip gloss. It is literally named Crystal Clear. It said it right on the bottom. And they might have another one with a little bit of like gold or silver speckles in it of like, you know, sparkle, whatever it is, a sparkly one. They had a pink sparkly one I really wanted, but I couldn't get it. Thank you for watching. Bye.